Her aunt suddenly came upstairs, and in a moment of panic, the man hid under her skirt. But he didn't stay still, which made her unable to suppress her sounds. Her aunt thought she wasn't feeling well and thoughtfully gave her a massage. Therese had lost her parents at a young age and was raised by her aunt. On her 18th birthday, she learned that her aunt had already arranged for her to marry her son, Camille. Her fiancé Camille seemed quite gentlemanly, but he suffered from severe asthma and couldn't do any physical work. Every time she tried to express affection,
I might be a bear.
she was met with his tired avoidance. At her age, she longed for love and intimacy. Then a man appeared. Laurent was Camille's good friend. With just one glance, Laurent immediately understood what her eyes conveyed. After dinner, Laurent offered to paint Camille's portrait and casually mentioned his past experiences with models, his words carrying obvious suggestive undertones. After finishing the painting, Camille was pleased with his image and happily ran downstairs to celebrate. With only the two of them left upstairs, their emotions were fully released, and they soon embraced. From that day on, Therese seemed like a different person, her mood improved and she became more energetic. Recently, Camille's health had been deteriorating, and the doctor suggested they move back to the countryside farm in England. Therese dreaded the thought of returning to that lonely life. She rushed to find Laurent, and he proposed a dangerous idea. His words frightened her, but she was already past the point of no return. A few days later, they lured Camille onto a boat. Watching his figure leaning over the boat's edge, Therese felt a moment of hesitation. Although this man hadn't given her what she wanted, he had always been gentle and had never mistreated her. At that moment, Laurent confessed his feelings, which made her resolve strengthen again. After Camille's death, her aunt was devastated every day, and Therese often couldn't sleep due to her guilt. 8 months later, her aunt felt that Therese shouldn't remain alone, and the most suitable companion would be Camille's best friend, so the two got married with friends and family as witnesses. However, her aunt never recovered from losing her son. Her emotional breakdown caused physical problems, and eventually she could only sit in a wheelchair, unable to speak. Laurent didn't want to wait any longer and carried her directly to the stairway, until Therese mentioned that the money required both her and her aunt's signatures. Now Therese found his methods increasingly unbearable and finally told the truth in front of her aunt. Her aunt was shocked but was powerless to change anything. Therese could no longer bear the psychological burden and decided to end it all herself. Finally, they met by the river where Camille had died, and under her aunt's watchful gaze, they held each other tightly, quietly waiting for the end of their lives. They came together because of passion, became entangled by reality, and in the end, neither could escape fate's design.